From KGW News, this is a special edition. The Good Stuff.
To recognize that being different is actually a good thing. They can celebrate their differences themselves and recognize how good and amazing that is.
A book from a Portland author is now a theater production, teaching kids about racism and how to help solve it. Welcome to The Good Stuff. I'm Galen Etlin. This weekend, you can actually see that play virtually yourself with help from Oregon Children's Theater.
This is a kids' play about racism.
It's a big topic filling these Zoom screens.
Something that is prevalent, that is real, that does exist in our nation.
That's Kalia Davis. She works in the Bay Area and adapted a kid's book about racism from Portland author Jelani Memory into an online play.
It's important that we see shows that honor the experiences of Black and brown children so that they can learn from that and they can recognize that that isn't acceptable.
The all-black cast showcasing what racism looks like in real life, with moments being singled out, stereotyped, and called names. And it's not a blame game.
A kid's play about racism does not point any fingers at anyone specifically.
The goal is for everyone to talk about ending racism, people of color and white allies alike.
It may not exist for a certain group of people, but that certain group of people do benefit from some of the systems of oppression that are there.
More than 40 theater groups around the country are backing the show, including Oregon Children's Theater. The site Broadway On Demand will stream the 30-minute video for free, starting midnight Friday through midnight Sunday. All you have to do is create an account. The production also comes with an activity guide and discussions for adults and kids.
And they too can use their voice to help propel a positive movement forward.
That same conversation playing out in many of the peaceful protests around Portland for more than 2 months. Now, artists are working to make that movement more accessible to kids.
I appreciate the efforts of the people of Portland. It is not lost on me how many amazing individuals have stepped forward and put their lives on the line to defend and honor and stand up for the justice of all people.
Now we've got links to where you can watch the play on kgw.com, and we've also linked to more background on all of those artists involved.
Your 2020 Rose Festival Queen is Queen Anya Anand from Lincoln High School.
Well, this is very exciting. Now, the pandemic may have stopped this special Rose Festival tradition. Well, it may have stopped the original way it was, but it hasn't stopped it entirely. The Queen's coronation did happen this afternoon in the Rose Garden at Washington Park. Now, because of the pandemic, the festival could not have the usual meet and greets with the court for judging opportunities. So this year, instead, the princesses got to select their own queen.
It's an incredible experience because this year we chose queen by voting for each other. So it just means a lot that so many of my fellow Rose Court sisters believe in me so much and gave me the honor of being queen.
And Queen Anya just has such a ring to it, doesn't it? She plans to attend UC Davis, then go to medical school to become a pediatrician. Congratulations to her and best of luck. Well, here's something fun you can do this weekend from the safety of your home. Pickathon is going virtual this year. The annual music festival was canceled because of the pandemic, so starting tomorrow, they're live streaming performances from past years. They're also raising money for Music Cares to help people in the music industry who had to cancel their concerts because of COVID-19. The live stream goes through Sunday, starting at 4 each afternoon. You can just go to their website to watch. A corner of downtown Milwaukee is getting a makeover, and the city's Arts Committee is looking to do even more. Our John Goodwin checks out the work already in progress.
Art is an expression. You can express it through writing, you can express it through painting or music.
Local artist Joe Rizzo lives in Milwaukee. Painting is as much in his veins as it is on them.
In a way, it's in the eye of the beholder.
It's taken 3 weeks and about 10 gallons of paint for Joe to wrap around Chan's on Main Street.
I did Mount Hood, and I did the local Willamette River with the island over here, Elk Rock Island, and just the local trees and birds.
He proposed this idea to the Milwaukee Arts Committee a year ago. They approved the mural that goes back to the roots of our area.
To just show the beauty of the environment that's thriving.
His concept is birds, bees, mushrooms, and trees. It's part of a larger effort by the Arts Committee matching business owners and artists to sprinkle more murals on walls throughout the city.
Unfortunately, we're in, COVID style and it's a little weird, but I love doing murals. I love painting, making art, and especially for the public, it's a great feeling.
The ballpark number for this mural is $12,000, and which, to have 3 sides of a building painted is an amazing blessing for our community.
Alicia Hamilton is a member of the committee. She says it's money well spent.
I see beauty, nature, and a place where I'd like to be all the time.
Joe has about a half a wall to go, and he wants to complete this mural by late August. He hopes that it's something the whole community will enjoy.
I hope they get a positive feeling from it, and also just kind of reflect on the environment a little bit.
The whole thing is that art really builds community, and Lord knows we need community right now, and we're all just looking to connect in any way, shape, or form, and art can do that. And so I just say, get out there and create art in whatever form it looks like, because it just makes the world a better place.
In Milwaukee, John Goodwin, KGW News.
And some beautiful work there, too. Well, this is a happy homecoming for a cat that a Washington woman adopted overseas. And after 4 months apart, they reunited. That's coming up next. And this week, we asked for staycation ideas this summer. And you can text a photo of yours to 503-226-5088. That number's still up right there. And here's a few of those ideas as we go to break. With a special birthday parade for a Navy veteran in Vancouver. Gene Munson is turning 95 years old. The drive-by parade there featured the Patriot Guard Riders and local first responders.
Oh, no good. Yeah, I have to. Look at this reception. I didn't anticipate all that. Believe me, I did not.
Pretty good. This is a pretty good birthday party.
It was more than I would even dreamed.
I can't even believe he's 95. Kindness 911 helped organize this event. It's a nonprofit working to connect law enforcement with communities they serve. They gave Gene a kindness citation as a thank you for all of the good he has done in his 95 years. A Washington woman welcomes her cat home after 4 months apart. She had to leave her pet behind when she left Morocco. And luckily for us, Chris Cashman has that reunion.
Casey, this is Baby.
Yes.
Welcome home, baby. You're serving in Morocco, and then March happened.
Yeah, so coronavirus didn't really hit Morocco until about mid-March. They were able to keep their cases pretty much under control. And then around mid-March, Peace Corps Morocco chose to evacuate. And so every volunteer had to pack up their life and get on a plane back to the States.
It's one thing to just have to uproot and fly back to the States, but you had to leave Baby behind.
Yeah, we were not allowed to bring our animals on the flight. Little known fact, Peace Corps there's a lot of downtime in Peace Corps, so having an animal there is a big comfort. Luckily, Morocco opened their borders again and we're allowing flights. The cargo planes had started flying again, and I said, put her on the first plane. I booked a flight out to New York because the only flights coming from Morocco are Casablanca to JFK in New York. So
you had to go meet Baby at customs?
Yes.
How's Baby enjoying her first week in Seattle?
She's enjoying it very much. She's been able to go outside, which is new, and it sometimes still doesn't feel real. She seems a little out of place here because I associate her so much with my life in Morocco that to have her in my childhood bedroom now is perfect but weird at the same time. But having Baby back in my life is certainly a comfort, and I can stop stressing about how she is.
So cute. They've had a journey, haven't they? Well, just a few minutes ago, we finished our first ever tech drop as part of this year's KGW School Supply Drive. For 3 hours today, people dropped off old computers, laptops, keyboards. All of that can be refurbished by Free Geek and given to kids. That's a nonprofit in Portland. Now, it's more important than ever that kids be connected. So along with technology, kids still need the basics too. And that's why with our partners, we're also collecting cash to support schoolhouse supplies.
During the KGW School Supply Drive, Safeway customers and OnPoint members and others donate all over Oregon and Southwest Washington. And when you make a donation at your Safeway store, your OnPoint branch, those donations stay in your community. And we pool our buying power, work with all of those school districts all over the state, and make sure that the school supplies needed by kids in those communities go back to those communities.
Now, if you missed today's Tech Drop, there's another one on August 15th at OnPoint Lloyd Center, Safeway Cedar Mill, Intel, and Free Geek from 8 to 11 a.m. And you can also donate cash through our partners or go to kgw.com/school. We're missing a lot of our summer favorites right now, like the Street of Dreams. We'll look back at some of our best memories coming up here. But first, more of your staycation ideas. Again, you can always text a photo to 503-226-5088. Check these ones out as we head to break. Well, there's some good stuff happening in Happy Valley. Small businesses got a boost from the Good Shirt program. They sold 260 of these custom-designed Happy Valley shirts, raising almost $700 for 5 businesses. The program aims to sell 20,000 shirts to support businesses in town. Organizers also plan to sell custom Happy Valley masks and stickers. So you can get yours at hyva.com/Happy Valley. Well, the summer staple Street of Dreams, it just can't happen this year. It's canceled for the first time in 45 years. Tonight, though, Drew Carney celebrates the showcase of magnificent homes in a summertime rewind.
And here we are standing smack dab in the middle of this year's Street of Dreams. And I want to show you, before the sun came up this morning, what we experienced in the backyard. They had this beautiful outdoor living area, the amazing pool. I always wanted a shower that would suit more than one person. You could fit an entire soccer team in this shower here. This time I'll use my backside. Boop. And the door opens up. What is beyond the door? Just a simple couple of steps to one of the most incredible views I've ever seen. This is what I really enjoy about this year's Street of Dreams. So far, so good. In fact, it's been great, but I was hoping, Vic, that I could freshen up a bit before we move on. So could you show me where your master bath is?
And he has taken off that little zebra print bathrobe.
We are getting quite comfortable in our surroundings. The master suite features the master bath, which has this awesomely masterful soaking tub. Hey, come on, Russ. 4 years now, buddy. I'm sure you're used to this by now. You know what? I mean, I just feel like this pool should be tested before we say goodbye.
Drew can't hear us anymore. Oh, cannonball.
My final focus, sinking this putt on the private putting green. And wouldn't it be nice to sink a shot to close the segment?
Hey, he pulled it off. I always enjoy Drew's work. It's always nice to talk about something reopening, too. This time, it's a popular Portland bike path. Chris McGinnis shows us the improvements.
The view from above? An improved North Greeley Avenue multi-use path. It's a 12-foot wide, two-way paved path that runs along North Greeley Avenue from Going to Interstate. The biggest improvement? The tons of concrete in these permanent barriers that will protect cyclists and pedestrians from the thousands of cars and trucks that use this road daily.
Just standing here right now with you, talking to you as trucks go by, these barriers don't appear to be going anywhere, and they feel very safe.
The southbound path used to run down the west side of the Greeley Avenue Hill, crossing 2 high-traffic on-ramps from Swan Island and I-5, setting up for dangerous interactions between traffic and cyclists. The path was frequently littered with debris, making cyclists choose between a flat tire or a sudden swerve out into 45-mile-an-hour traffic. So a safety upgrade was a big priority, but so was improving the road for freight traffic. The outer freight lanes have been widened, and the entire 1-mile stretch of road has been resurfaced and repainted.
All right, well, you can't go to a Blazers game this year, but starting tomorrow, you can catch them from your couch. And ZUPANS even has some Blazers-themed snacks for the game. We'll talk about that next. Here's a good matchup for sports fans. Sabrina Ionescu and Satu Sabali meeting in the big leagues for the first time last night. Check it out. They were picked #1 and 2 overall, respectively, in this year's WNBA draft. Ionescu, you might know, who played for the Ducks, led the New York Liberty with 33 points, but Sabali and the Dallas Wings won the game 93-80. Sabali scored 12 points. The WNBA started games over the weekend. And the NBA kicked off games today. The Blazers' first game is tomorrow afternoon at 1. And since you can't watch the game in person, you may need some food and drinks to enjoy it at home, right? Well, ZUPANS has come up with a few Blazer-themed items.
We have a game to go, essentially. This is all the foods that you would love to share with your family or friends. A lime slaw, 7-layer dip, mac and cheese, and buffalo wings. So we also have these lovely Sarah's cookies. And obviously today we have Rip City cookies, basketballs. Say you don't want to do that, you can decorate your own. I have sprinkles, frosting. We also have Adelsheim's 50th collaboration with the Trailblazers. With all this stuff, I think you'll be all set for game day, for sure.
Victory dance for the Blazers?
I am so excited. I can't wait.
Well, if you want to order your own food for tomorrow, be sure to order by noon for same-day pickup. Well, we have a good ending tonight, a moment of zen for you. Photojournalist Eric Patterson takes us to Battleground Lake State Park. That is a moment of zen if ever I saw one. We want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I'm Galen Etlin. Remember to keep sharing the good stuff with us. You can send an email to thegoodstuff@kgw.com. Also, text us your stories, your photos and videos to 503-226-5088. We're checking them all the time. We're going to leave you tonight with this beautiful view out at the coast as the sun sets over the water. Have a beautiful night.